All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be charting the hidden territories of, well, of you. We're diving into this really cool tool called the 6 on our soul map.
So, let me just start by asking you this. What if your personality was a map? And I don't mean just where you've been, but who you actually are. Not just a list of quirks and habits, but a real, detailed map of your inner world. Something that shows your core energy, the currents of your emotions, even your place in the bigger picture.
Well, that's exactly the idea behind the tool we're exploring today. It's called the 6 Honor Quiz, and it's designed to do just that, to take all those instincts and feelings you have and translate them into a personal chart, what it calls your very own soul map. Think of it as a guide to your own unique inner landscape.
Okay, so how does this all work? How do you actually start this quest? Let's break down how you actually go about charting your inner world.
The process itself is actually surprisingly simple. It really just boils down to 4 steps. First, you're going to answer 30 guided questions. Then, you just tally up your answers, and from that, you uncover 6 totally unique parts of who you are. They're called your honors. And the final step, you put them all together, and that reveals your complete soul map.
And these 6 honors, these are basically the 6 realms you're going to explore. Think of them like different territories on your personal map. You've got your birth flame, that's your core energy. Your role path, which is kind of like your spiritual job in the world. Then there's your birth moon, which is all about the rhythm of your emotional life. Your chant line, that's the unique resonance of your voice. You also have your regional line, the place your soul just feels at home. And finally, your ancestral honor, which explores your connection to everyone who came before you. It's a lot, but it's so cool.
All right, let's dive in. We'll start with the first 2 honors because they're really the foundation of your identity, your core energy, and your natural role in the world.
Okay, so you can get a feel for how this works. Let's try a question from the quiz right now, together. Think about it. When you get angry or upset, how does it really feel? Is it like a sudden blaze of fire? More like a rising tide in your chest? Maybe a storm of thoughts just swirling around? Or does it feel like a heavy physical weight? Or something else, like a pressure in your spirit? Just take a second and pick the one that feels most true for you. Okay, got your answer? Well, whichever one you chose maps directly to one of these elemental archetypes. So if you picked A, your birth flame is fire, or Nedor as it's called in this system. B is river, C is wind, D is stone, and E, well, E is the more mystical ether. See? Right away, this gives you a clue about your core foundational energy. All right, let's try one more. This one is about your role path. So think about any time you're in a group project or just working with other people. What role do you just naturally fall into? Are you the one coming up with the big vision? The protector who makes sure everyone's okay? The communicator keeping everyone on the same page? The organizer making sure it all gets done? Or are you the intuitive one, the person who just kind of sees the bigger picture?
And just like before, that instinct you have points to a specific spiritual job. So, the vision builder? That's the weaver. The protector is the guardian. If you're the communicator, you're the messenger. The organizer is the keeper, and that intuitive person, that's the oracle.
And listen, these aren't just empty labels. Each one has this really rich definition behind it. So for example, a guardian isn't just a protector. It means you're someone who is fundamentally driven to make sure things are fair, to stand up for the vulnerable. And that's what's so powerful about this. It doesn't just tell you what you are, it helps you understand the why behind what you do. Okay, so we've covered your foundation. Now let's go a little deeper and map some of the more subtle aspects of who you are, the rhythm of your heart and the sound of your soul. So this next honor, your birth moon, is all about your emotional landscape. And the question is simple, but deep. How do you process big feelings? Do you just burn right through them, hot and fast? Do you absolutely need to talk them out to understand them? Or do your feelings move more like waves, rising and falling? And this chart here just shows the different styles so beautifully. You've got the flame moon, which is super intense, but it's over quickly. The river moon is deep and feels like those waves we mentioned. A wind moon person? They've got to process things verbally. Stone moons literally feel emotions in their body. It's very physical. And then there's the aether moon, which experiences feelings through symbols and dreams. So fascinating, right?
Okay, now for a really cool concept. Your chant line. This is basically the resonance of your soul's voice. So just think about it for a second. If your voice were a musical instrument, what would it be? Would it be a powerful drum, an emotional violin, a quick, light flute, a deep cello?
Or maybe something more ethereal, like a distant choir.
And whatever you picked, that reveals your chant line. So the drum? That corresponds to a powerful, commanding flame chant. That distant choir? That points to the haunting, almost magnetic quality of the ether chant. It's really all about the energetic signature of how you communicate.
Okay, so the last two honors are where we connect you to something even bigger than yourself. We're talking about place and time. This is all about finding where your spirit belongs and how you relate to your history.
This first one is your regional lineage, and it's really about the environment where your soul just feels at home. So which of these landscapes just calls to you on a deep level? Is it the raw energy of a rocky coast, the vast, open space of a desert, the quiet embrace of a deep forest, the crisp clarity of high mountains, or even the electric pulse of a bustling city?
And now for the final piece of your map, your ancestral honor. This gets into your relationship with your lineage. It's really asking, how do you connect with those who came before you? Is your approach one of devotion or protection? Is it through storytelling, or maybe by forging your own independent path? Or is it about healing the wounds of the past?
And that last approach, that one reveals what might be one of the most powerful archetypes in this whole system, the healing Kira-Lune. This is the cycle breaker. This is the person who honors their ancestors not by blindly repeating the past, but by actively transforming inherited pain into wisdom and using that to create new, healthier traditions for everyone who comes after. Just wow. So, once you've journeyed through all 6 of these realms, the final step is to bring it all together, to finally look at your completed soul map.
And this right here is what it looks like when it's all assembled. You see, it's not just one single personality type. It's this unique, beautiful combination of all 6 honors. So for instance, someone might be a river flame weaver who has an aether moon, a powerful flame chant, a deep connection to the coast, and the profound role of a healing Kira-Lune. Every single map is its own unique constellation.
And that's the key thing to remember here. This isn't about putting yourself in a box. It's the exact opposite. As the quote says, it's a map to the unique magic within you. It just gives you a new language, a new way to understand and appreciate just how complex and wonderful you are.
So, your own journey of discovery begins right now. And really, there's only one question left to ask. What will your soul map reveal about you?